Chapter 8.
Breaking news. Random chemicals wrote in Encyclopedia. According to totally scientific evolutionary theory, your DNA, the most sophisticated information system known to mankind, just wrote itself by accident. That's right, folks. Your entire genetic code, containing more precise instructions than a billion encyclopedias, was assembled by unguided mutations, blind chance, and cosmic luck. So let's get this straight. DNA is a code. All codes require intelligence to be written. But in this one case, code wrote itself because science. Makes sense, right? Let's play a game. Random letters create meaning. Imagine you walk into a dark cave and find these words carved on the wall. Welcome to Bob's Cave. Beware of bears. Now, do you think, wow, natural forces must have randomly arranged these letters over time? Bob wrote this. If you picked B, congratulations. You're smarter than an evolutionist. Because according to them, letters can randomly arrange themselves into meaningful sentences, as long as you give them millions of years. But wait, letters don't organize themselves into words without intelligence. So why should we believe that DNA, an information system trillions of times more complex, wrote itself? Science says, just believe it, bro. Now, before you ask, has anyone ever seen raw chemicals produce new genetic information? No, but don't worry, the experts have an answer for this. We don't know exactly how, but it happened. Trust us. If you doubt it, you just don't understand science. Given enough time, anything is possible. Translation. We have no evidence, but we're definitely right. Why random mutations can't write a dictionary. Evolutionists claim that mutations, random copying errors, gradually created complex biological information. Okay, let's test that. Imagine you take a 1,000-page novel and start randomly deleting and changing letters. Do you get a better book? Do you get new information? Do you get a completely different masterpiece? Or do you get a jumbled mess of nonsense? Now apply this logic to DNA. If mutations are just copying errors, why would they create complex new systems? Spoiler alert, they don't. DNA is just chemicals, bro. Atheists love to say. DNA is just a molecule. It's just chemistry, not a code. Oh, really? Then why does it contain encoded information, instructions for building organisms, error checking and correction mechanisms, or a built-in operating system that runs your body? If DNA was just chemistry, it would be random chaos, not a perfectly structured blueprint with error correction and redundancies built in. It's like saying a computer program is just electricity and not code. We've never seen information create itself without intelligence. But evolutionists want you to believe DNA a system more complex than any supercomputer just magically assembled itself in a prehistoric puddle. Why science needs information, but evolution has none. Let's break this down. Science depends on information logic, codes, formulas, and mathematical precision. DNA is an information system. It operates like a computer program. Atheists say information comes from blind chance. But we've never seen information come from random processes. So why should we believe DNA wrote itself? The Bible had it right all along. While atheist scientists keep pretending that random mutations can write libraries, the Bible had the answer from the start. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Not, in the beginning, random chemicals self-organized into meaningful information. Psalm chapter 139, verse 14. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Not, I am randomly and accidentally assembled. Colossians chapter 1, verse 17. In him all things hold together, including the language of DNA. Meanwhile, science says, dude, DNA is just random molecules that somehow programmed themselves. Yeah, no thanks. Final thoughts. So let's sum this up. Science depends on coded information. DNA is coded information. Coded information always comes from intelligence. But evolutionists want us to believe DNA wrote itself by accident. So tell me again, who's really trusting science here? If you trust logic, order, and information systems, guess what? You just admitted DNA had to be designed. But don't worry, the atheists will be back tomorrow, using encoded information to argue that encoded information can write itself, while cashing their research grants.